What? Right, I've just gone live. Hello. I went live exactly on time. There's a reason for that, because it's just me. And now I'm just going to make loads of noise in the kitchen, aren't you? You've waited until this point to make a load of noise. Let me explain a few things. Firstly, the "Someone Had a Meltdown" in the title is nothing to do with me being on my own. The meltdown is a story I'm going to share about the festival we went to in a minute. It's now going to be noisy because we've got the noisiest kettle in the world, and Andrea's making a cup of coffee. So let me explain what's going on. I've been pretty much absent from YouTube and social media for the last 3 or 4 days because we both came down with a virus after the festival. Now, a couple of our friends have tested positive for the dreaded C word, so it may have been a strain of that, but we didn't test. I'm almost over it. Andrea, how would you describe? You're still rough as...
Not better than I did this morning.
A bit better. Little bit better. But not camera ready, are you? No. Lots of people popping in and say hello. I'll do a few hellos. Yeah, this "What a Disaster" is nothing to do with Andrea and I. Again, this is going to be the story I'm going to share about Rewind Festival in a minute. So let me go back to the beginning. Oh, Chris is in. Chris will have some idea about what I'm going to say about Rewind. We had a great weekend. It really was. But one little issue marred the weekend, particularly for me. We'll get onto it. And I have a little gift to share as well. We'll say a few hellos first, let people come in. We've got 174 of you with us. Hello, everybody. Just me. If you're arriving and expecting 2 of us, sorry, only this one today. But we will get Jeff in because he's got a present. Well, I'm going to say some hellos first. So hi, Chris. Good to see you. Hi, Nick. Are you allowed to play out late tonight? Because I'm on my own, you see. I might be able to play late. Please, Mum.
Do I not let you play out late?
Apparently not. Hi, Tina. Once Love Treasures. Hello, Sunday people. Belinda's with us and Sam. Hi, Laurie. Hello, Anne. Good to see you. Hope you've stayed dry. Well, I was pretty much okay today, just lacking energy. Andrew was still sick, so we didn't go to the planned yard sale event. But judging by the weather, it wouldn't have been great anyway, I don't think, would it? Probably not. After late afternoon, evening, it has been torrential here. Been miserable. Hi, Mark and Helen. Hello. Hello, Marcus. I may have tickly cough issues. I'm still a little bit phlegmy. It's too much information, I know. Are you still a bit phlegmy? You're still a lot phlegmy. It's been horrible here for the last few days. We've been trying to sleep and struggling to sleep because we both been completely bunged up and had a lot of pain, terrible headaches, shooting pains, and horrible. Whether it was the dreaded C word or just some random virus, it was rough. It was horrible. And you're still coming out the other side, aren't you? It's been horrible. Yes. Hi, Elaine, Sam, RS, Porkies. Hello. Good to see you. So a few more hellos. Jennifer. Brummy Time Lord. Talking to Brummies, it's John Brum Resellers meetup this weekend.
Saturday, was it?
Was it just on Saturday? I didn't know if it spread through the whole weekend. But we couldn't attend, unfortunately. I would have liked to. Yeah, really like John. It's a great bloke. So I'm going to scroll to the end. Sorry, I can't say hello to everybody. Hi, Sean, Dave, Fletch, Janet. Hello. Right, I'm at the end. Hi, Nia. And Thomas. So we received a parcel. We knew it was coming, but it took forever to get here. We got lost in transit somehow. But But good old Every, yes. But eventually it did arrive. Now I don't know, Emma, are you in? I don't know if you watch our Sunday lives, but we wanted to share because Emma so kindly sent a genuine William Morris patterned collar for Jeff. Isn't that the coolest thing? Look at that. He can be super posh with his William Morris design collar. So that's lovely. And then there's some treats. So I'll grab him. Jeff, do you want a treat? You don't have to ask me twice, Dad. Come on in. Come here. You have to come up though. Come up. Come on. Come say hello. He's a bit of a filthy animal at the minute. He needed to have a bath, and neither of us have been in a fit state to give him a bath. So he's not quite as fluffy as maybe normal. Yeah, you can smell them. Right, what should we have? Let's have this stick, shall we? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look at that. What's that? Want it? There you go. Now, he normally runs away with treats, so I don't think he's going to want to stay and eat it with us. Oh, yeah. You normally run and hide with a treat. He doesn't know what to do now. You need to say thank you, Emma. He wants to get away. Let's put you down. Go on then, run away and eat it. Yeah, so Emma, I don't think she's in. She hasn't said hi. But that was such a lovely thought. And yeah, thank you very much indeed. It got here eventually. So, as I said, we went to Rewind Festival, which we've been going to for 4 or 5 years now. Went with a group of friends, Chris, who's in, Catherine, Shelley and Tom, and a bunch of other friends we've met through the festival. And I was particularly excited to see Andy Bell, who, as you may be aware, is the lead singer of Erasure. I've been a huge Erasure fan since the 80s. We saw them last year and they were incredible. Genuinely one of the best gigs I've been to. And I had high hopes. He was headlining the Saturday night on the main stage. And so Andrea and I went down into the crowd, got as near to the front as we could, and yeah, mega excited. And then where do I start? Well, he came on and the first track was Chorus. Amazing song. The one that goes, and the fishes in the sea. Da, 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 da. That one. Well, it would have done if he could remember the words, if he could have remembered the tune, and if he wasn't off his face, because Andy had a proper meltdown. He was reading stuff about what happened since. We think he was drunk. We think he had been in the VIP tent for most of the afternoon and had a few too many. And to say his performance was bad is an understatement. I mean, Chris, who's in the chat, was there. People were walking away. People were leaving in their droves. So we ended up almost at barrier because everyone was leaving and we just made our way down to the front. And I was shouting, pull it together, Andy, you could do this, sort it out. But he was awful. He was barely remembering words, stumbling around the stage. And then in between songs, when he would talk to the crowd, he was just talking insane nonsense. It was shocking to watch. He was booed at a couple of points. He almost completely lost the crowd. He started to pull it back a little bit, but it was horrible to watch because I know how much of a good performance he can put on and how much of a good singer and performer he is. And he's very funny, very witty, but he just looked like an old drunk man. And it was a horrible shame. And it did mar my weekend. I can't deny it, because that was what I was mainly there to see. So yeah, that was the meltdown that we witnessed. He was on for, well, I think they cut the set short. He was meant to go off and come back for an encore. Didn't even leave the stage, just carried on and then wandered off at the end. It was shocking. There was a couple of songs where he missed out entire verses. He was just repeating the same lines because he didn't know where he was in the song. He couldn't remember the words. Oh, it was awful. And I was chatting to a guy on the stage who was a huge Erasure fan, similar to myself. He'd seen them live. This was Andy without Vince. And he was saying, I can't believe this. He's so good. This is shocking. And yeah, we had a chat about it, how sad it was to see. And it was sad that everybody else there that witnessed it didn't get to see what he's capable of and enjoy those amazing songs. So yeah, that was the meltdown we all witnessed at Rewind. And Andrea and I were down in the crowd. Everyone else, we had kind of we put all our chairs in a little base and we all kind of congregated there. So we went back to where everyone else was and they were stood there wondering if I'd come back and go, wasn't that amazing? Isn't Andy Bell such a consummate performer? Oh no, it was dreadful. I'll tell it like it is. It was the worst thing I'd ever seen on stage. Yeah, such a shame. Such a shame. Let's have a look, see if there's any comments coming in about it. Well, it's a good question whether they would have paid him, because there were complaints from the audience, on the Facebook group, etc. And I'm not surprised, and people were within their rights to complain, because it wasn't a performance, it was a car crash. And he really let himself down. And we just hope he's okay, and this isn't symptoms of an ongoing problem that maybe he has. But apparently he played Rewind North and was great, right? And we saw him only last year on the Neon tour they did. They sold out the O2 Arena, and it was an amazing performance, genuinely. I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan. It really was. So yeah, just really, really sad. Oh, that's a shame. Didn't know he drank. Neither did I, to be honest. Not to that extent before going on stage. Anyway, what age is he now? I'm not sure. He'll be in his 60s, I would think. I'm not sure how old he is exactly. We've all been there. Well, maybe we have, but not when you're headlining a rather large festival. There's been comments online. I've looked at a few threads and things, people saying that sadly he's perhaps surrounded himself with the wrong people who were saying yes when they should have been saying no. He should have had some management around him to say, Andy, you're on in half an hour. Do you want to not have another gin or something, right? But yeah, there we go. But despite Andy's subpar performance, let's put it that way, that's putting it mildly, it was a good weekend. Highlights: Tony Hadley performed. Now I'm not really a Spandau fan. In the kind of Spandau Duran thing, I'm definitely on the Duran side of the fence. But I do like their tunes. He had damaged his knee or something in Italy, and came on all strapped up, had to sit through his entire performance, but it was still one of the best performances of the weekend. He was really good. Squeeze headlined the Sunday, and they were really good. That was a great performance. There were some really great shows. I'm trying to think back. The South I enjoyed again, which is a version of the Beautiful South. We've seen them before. They were good, really good songs. I think we had the most fun in the silent disco tent, though. We went to the silent disco. Did we go every night? We might have gone every night. That's where you go in a giant tent with a DJ who's playing 2 different songs, and you're all wearing headphones. This is late at night, so you have to be quiet. So we're all wearing headphones. You're all in a tent, and then you can switch between the songs, and you go around. You can spot people who are listening to the same song as you, and it's just really good fun. and they were playing classics and sing-along tunes and all that stuff. So we had a lot of fun in there. Let's read some more chat. Okay, let's see what everyone else is saying about. Oh, yeah, Andrea there. Hello. It was such a shame. We hated hearing him booed. Yeah, it was. I felt sick to my stomach. When he came on and he started performing, instantly I was like, whoa, what on earth? Because he wasn't even on key. He was like singing a different song. He was out of time. He was out of tune. And he could barely remember the words. It was like, who are you? And I just felt sick to my stomach. And yeah, after he fumbled his way through chorus really badly and he got onto the next song and the boos started coming. But he was oblivious. He was just away with the fairies. I don't think he even realized how bad it was. Oh, dear. Yes, Jason, I did put in the title. Sorry. It's only me. I can only apologize. If you missed the beginning, we've both been quite ill. I'm pretty much through it now, but Andrea is still struggling with a virus. If I start coughing, excuse me. He might have other things going on, but very unprofessional. It was just sad to see. And a shame, like I said, I felt embarrassed for him. And I, we were in a crowd and you could hear all the talk and people being very opinionated, and rightfully so. They'd paid to be there. Actually, I was going to say before, the chap I got chatting to, big Erasure fan, he was there. He had paid for weekend tickets and camped just to see Andy, who could barely string a sentence together. And yeah, he felt very let down, as I did. Rest of the weekend was fantastic, though. Yes. Let's see what we've got. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Explaining what's going on. Yeah. I guess someone has it on tape. There'll be clips around because lots of people were filming it. I was just willing him to either get off stage, somebody to drag him off stage, or for him to, I don't know, instantly sober up. I don't know. It was horrible. I've never watched a performance of somebody that I'm a huge fan of and wanted it to end. That's how it felt. It was just like, oh my God, make this stop. Yeah, it was terrible. What you're saying there, Andrea, it may have just been a one-off, too much sunshine and hospitality, but we were worried about him. Exactly. Yeah. At the end of the day, he's a human being and he was having an absolute nightmare. Yes, it's probably down to him and it's his fault, but he was still in a horrible, vulnerable position, and it was awful to watch. Oh, just terrible. Wish you could turn back the clock and somebody say, Andy, you can't go on. Just put a DJ back on. Because there've been, was it that same night? I think it might have been. Martin Kemp did a DJ set where he was just playing 80s classics, and the crowd loved it. You could have just brought Martin back on. The crowd would have been happy. Yeah. Anyway, it happened. We were there to witness Andy Bell's meltdown on stage, so that's something. Did I read that before? It was quite horrific, really. The rest of the weekend was superb. I think I did, Chris. It was cringe, that's for sure. Good evening, face blue smiling. taking it there was a little emoji thing there. Oh, that's interesting. Diesel engine. My brother just had to prevent someone in that state from making a fool of themselves by making a speech at a golf tournament dinner yesterday. Well, bravo to your brother for stepping in, because sometimes we need saving from ourselves. And that's what I was saying about Andy not having management around him to step in and say, you're going to do more damage to your career and anything than good if you go on that stage, because he did. Yeah, and his partner, his husband, was in the wings watching him. I'm thinking, wow, are you out of your mind as well? Car crash, it really was. Yes, that sums it up, Deborah. It was shocking and sad. I hope he is better now. Well, he would have had a stinking hangover, and then can you imagine waking up the next day and going, hang on, wasn't I headlining a festival yesterday? Did I? And then getting flashbacks. Oh, I did go on. Oh, and then ringing around your friends. What happened last night? Can you imagine? But I hope he gets through it and he's okay and it doesn't, really affect him badly. Oh, hang on. The erasure joke's coming in. Martin, they didn't have a little respect and just said stop. Well, he didn't stop, though. I'm pretty sure he did both of those songs. It was funny because, of course, I'm singing at the top of my lungs, nearly lost my voice, trying to just encourage him to sing the right words and on tune, because he wasn't. Ah, dear. Yes, I have read the Rewind organisers' apology. They've publicly apologised for Andy's performance. That's how bad it was, and that's how many complaints they were getting. I think people were asking for their money back and stuff, or some money back off their ticket prices. I don't know whether that was happening or not. But yeah. Jennifer says, what a shame. I saw them years ago in Edinburgh. I need to blow my nose. Hold on. And they were fantastic. There you go. And they were truly fantastic when we saw them at the O2 last year. Whether it's to do with it, Vince wasn't there. This wasn't technically Erasure. It was Andy doing Erasure stuff. And whether Vince is his kind of... Vince keeps him in line. Vince is older, and Vince, was famous for Depeche Mode, Yazoo, before bringing Andy on board and forming Erasure. So Andy's always been the kind of understudy, if you like, looking up to Vince. So without Vince there, maybe he's able to go astray and lose the plot. I don't know. But I've never heard that an actual Erasure, the pair of them, gig going this way. I've never heard anything like that, or even a solo Andy Bell one. So hopefully it's a one-off. Who knows? Hi Marcus, sounds awful. Really feel for him, as there may be something going on in the background. This is what we all discussed on the night, that yes, this was terrible, and he let a lot of people down, but at the end of the day, it's a person, and we just hope he's not going through something and this was a symptom of that. I don't think he's got alcohol problems, but he may have. I don't know. Hopefully, like I keep saying, it was just a one-off. There we go. Facts. He's 59. I aged him. Yeah. Embarrassing at any age to go on stage as a paid act and not even be able to sing your own songs in tune is embarrassing at any age, I would suggest. Oh, your brother is the diplomat. Well, It's a good thing to have in your family. Let's see. I went to Let's Rock Norwich on the Sunday. Excuse me. Tony Hadley obviously preferred you as he deserted us. Oh, but Mark Ullman was brilliant. Mark was at Rewind and he was very good. Actually, that was, yeah, his performance was right up there with one of the best of the weekend. We had a lot of fun singing along to him. Obviously, Tainted Love. And he does that, you know, he did the cover of Something's Got a Hold of My Heart, which I think was a #1 here, wasn't it? He always sings that, and that goes down really well. Yeah, and Say Hello, Wave Goodbye, which is, it just gets the crowd going mental. There must have been like 500 people with these little blow up pink flamingos waving them around. Quite a sight. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if you want to go and look at it. It won't be pretty. If you do go and look at Andy Bell having his meltdown, please then go and look at some regular live footage of Erasure, because he's amazing. Please balance it out if you're going to go looking for footage. Yeah. Yes, well, it looked like there was technical issues as well, or whether he was just so drunk he couldn't even hear himself. But he had problems with his radio pack and his in-ear. So whether he could even hear the band in his ears, maybe that's why he was out of time and out of pitch, but it's no excuse, right? If that was going on, he needed to stop, sort the technical things out and carry on. But he was too out of his mind to think straight about it all. Someone on YouTube has uploaded a video and said that YouTube hasn't even copyrighted it because it's totally unrecognizable. Well, with most live footage, they wouldn't anyway. But yeah, it's such a shame. Yes, Tony Hadley was your highlight. He was good. Probably was the best performance of the weekend. But yeah, Mark Almond, I really enjoyed. I enjoyed Mark more than we've seen him, what, 3 times now? But that was good. I'm trying to remember what else we watched. Why is it all a blur? Oh, I know why it's a blur, actually. Now, I'm going to carry on reading the comments, but let me know. I'll whiz down to the bottom in a minute if you want to have a go at some 90s and noughties quiz, because I have brought that in because we didn't go sourcing today and I have nothing much to talk about, and we normally end up chatting about music or doing a quiz, so we'll do that if you want to. I was also on the Duran Duran side, but Tony Hadley has an amazing voice. He really does, and it's holding up well. And considering he was just sat on a stool, he really commanded the audience and put on a great show. He wasn't on long enough. He only had like 15 minutes or something, it felt like. Yeah, Duran Duran. I bought some of the late 80s stuff. I got into them, must have been, when was that? Crumbs. 88, 89. What did they release then? I Don't Want Your Love, I think, was the first 7-inch of theirs I bought. And All She Wants Is. That was the period I'd started listening to them and buying their stuff. And then for me, their peak was the Duran Duran album, also known as the Wedding Album, which has got Come Undone and Ordinary World on it. Those 2 songs, for me, are their creative peak. But they're still going strong today. They've had some cracking albums in this last sort of, hang on a minute, in this last 20 years. That mostly kind of go under the radar, but there's some good music in there. Here we go. Chris is reminding me of who played. ABC. Yeah, we've seen ABC before. They put on a great show. They really do. The South. Yeah, definitely Squeeze for Chris. Yeah, you were loving Squeeze. You knew a lot more of their tracks than I did. Also, the Silent Disco on last night. Yeah. Yeah, we had a lot of fun in there. None of us know what he may be going through in his personal life. Sometimes it's so hard to put on a brave face for whatever reason. Such a shame, as well as a letdown for the fans. Exactly that. You know, it's so easy to judge, and I do genuinely worry just that he's okay. He's a person, and we're all fragile, and things happen. It's not the end of the world. It was just a gig. And yes, people like myself were disappointed, but it's not the end of the world. As long as he's okay, and maybe he needs to learn from that or seek some help, who knows? But yeah, it happened and we've moved on. Wow, Andrea is on our side of the screen. Cool. Tina saw Squeeze with Madness. They were excellent. Good. Chatterbox Vlogs. Hello. Sorry I'm late. I've been away on my jollies. Good stuff. Yeah. We are recovering from a virus. Andrea's not quite camera ready today, so you're going to have to put up with me. Reseller Bob, we've been talking about Rewind Festival, and in particular Andy Bell's performance headlining the main stage on Saturday, which was under par. let's leave it there. That's what we've been chatting about, but we're going to move on. Well, exactly, and that's a good. This is a good way to wrap it up. It's kind of what I was alluding to before. A singer gets pissed and goes on stage. Hey, nobody died, right? Exactly. It isn't the end of the world, and we're moving on. It happened. Hi, Nick. I'm back from Croatia, slightly burnt. 41 degrees one day. Wow. Whoa, that's too hot. No faux outrage, just genuine concern. So was that what? Oh, yeah. There's nothing fake. I'm not being fake about anything, if that's what you mean. A lot of people were genuinely upset on the day. Nobody was, I wouldn't say anybody was outraged. They were just, you know, disappointed, I think was the word of the night. Oh, should we do an eBay question? Oh, I forgot we were an eBay channel. How are you guys finding the summer slowdown on eBay? I've had the most odd sporadic periods of activity followed by long periods of snoozeville. Our sales are down, there is no doubt. But I think with us, that's more due to us being away a lot, not organizing our time particularly well, and not getting enough stuff listed. So we need to push the listing again. Because I've been listing in sporadic bursts, we've been getting decent sales in sporadic bursts. Yeah, that's kind of our story. Right, I'm scrolling down. Oh, there's still people talking about Andy. Okay, I'm not knocking Andy at all. I am one of his biggest fans. I'm concerned and disappointed. If you think I'm knocking him, then that's not the case at all. It was disappointing. I'll tell you why. Because I've seen him and I know how good a performer he is, I felt let down on his behalf, you know, because I know how mortified he will be about it, you know? Yeah, it's just a shame. What's this? Daniel says, earlier this week bought 36 Spotlight fire hoods. Spotlight fire hoods. Spotlight fire. So for like stage spotlights? Is that what you mean? I don't know what they are really. Pay 50p each. So far had £105 in sales from them. Epic. Hello, JLo, the original. Good to see you. Oh, you were at Brum's meetup. Brum Reseller was very similar last night at the meetup. He got a little bit drunk at Hitchin, didn't he? Let's be honest. John likes a beer or 6. Okay. I'm going to try and get down to the bottom and see if people want to do... Oh, here we are. Yay, a quiz. Quiz, yes, please. Hello, Neil. Oh, yeah, we haven't mentioned Chris's highlight, Toya. I was actually really struggling with tiredness, and I think I was back at the tent having a nap when Toya was on. I know, sacrilege. But we saw her supporting Billy Idol at Wembley. And at that gig, I preferred Toya's support act to Billy. I really enjoyed it. I don't know why, but she was so good. Really good fun, really good voice. Okay, people going, yay quiz, yay quiz. Quiz, please. Right, let me... Hang on. There's people talking about, oh, Happy Mondays. When we saw Happy Mondays last year, Sean forgot the words to Kinky Afro, did he? It was his last song on the set. He managed to pull it back with help from the audience. Oh, bless him. Okay. Oh, Peter Ray's in. I'm recovering from the meetup in Birmingham. Drinks were flowing, tunes were on, and karaoke and more. Great weekend. I'm glad it went down well. We just couldn't make it. We've had so much on. Just wasn't going to happen, unfortunately. Hey, James. Good to see you. You were in Scotland. Andrea was watching a video of you at a boot sale in Scotland. And then you said something about flying back. Did you fly to Scotland for a boot sale? I couldn't quite work out what was going on, I'll be honest. That's quite dedication to get into a boot sale, to go on an aeroplane. Maybe I got the wrong gist of that, but it was quite epic. Someone saying, surprised the media haven't. I'm glad nobody majors picked up on it because, yeah, he doesn't need that. Okay, are we at the bottom? No, we're not at the bottom. Hang on. Oh, I've got such a runny nose, sorry. It's all bunged up. Okay. Yes, for the road show. For the road show? eBay roadshow? No, there's an eBay thing in London coming up, isn't there? Which we were going to go to. I don't know if we are now. Right, we've got 90s questions. We've got noughties questions. I think we'll just mix it up. I don't know if we've done any out of this box. I think we may have done a few. I think some of these were incredibly easy, but we'll see how we get on. Okay. Oh, here's a good question. I love this song. Which song, so I want the name of a song, please. First in the chat gets the point. Which song contains the line, this is 90s, someday somebody's gonna make you want to turn around and say goodbye. What song contains the line, someday somebody's gonna make you want to turn around and say goodbye. Andrea, you can play along, right? Test your pop knowledge in the other room. Type your answer in. You know this song. Oh, Michelle's in with it. It is, and we only wanted. Now that's just a typo. I can live with Hola on. Sounds like a whole different song. But I can see what you were going for. It's not Agadoo. Are you going to put Agadoo for everything? I can see where this is going. It's Hold On by Wilson Phillips. Great tune. I mean, that was, when was that? That would have been like late 80s, that wasn't it? No, it's 90s even. Though it's a 1990, 91, I don't know. Hold On by Wilson Phillips. Oh, another lyric. Right. 90s. Let me get down to the bottom of the chat. Lots of people did get that. Well done. Well, a few. Susan, well done. Daniel, well done. Yep. Jace the Who, well done. Even got the band name. Predictive guess. So, which song? We're still in the 90s. Which song contains the line, I was lying on the grass on Sunday morning of last week, indulging in my self-defeat? That might be a tricky one when you don't have the melody and it's just spoken like that. So, name of the song. You can give me the artist as well if you know it. It's not Parklife, no. I can see why you thought that. Ooh, Michelle, we found your game. Oh, but no, you weren't first though. Sorry, Michelle was in with "Steal My Sunshine." That is the song, and Steve was even quicker and even had the band. It's a great tune, that, isn't it? Len, "Steal My Sunshine." Now that is late 90s. I mean, that's got to be 99, is it? I feel like I was working in a certain Virgin Megastore, which, yeah, places it's got to be either 98 or 99. Okie dokie. Should we mix it up? Naughties. Come on, Andrea. I haven't even seen you answering. Letting the family down. Oh. What beverage did Khalees sing about in her 2003 hit song, Naughties? What beverage? Easy one. Did I sound like Frankie Howard? Oh, everyone's got this. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Yeah. Thomas was quickest. Thomas gets that one. Yeah, what a tune. 2003 was it? Wow. Okay. That other question on that. There's two questions on each card, but some of them are so crazy easy. Oh, I love this tune as well. So we're sticking with the noughties. Which band, so we want the band name, had a 2007 hit with Kids? Which band had a 2007 hit? Don't get confused with the Robbie Williams and Kylie track, because that was way earlier anyway. That was late 90s. The kids are all right. It's not that one. Which band had a 2007 hit with Kids? It's a great tune. It wasn't Erasure, no. But it was, I see correct answers. It was MGMT. Isn't it a great song? So good. There's an acoustic. There's a girl that does an acoustic cover of it with a friend. young lady and a bloke. They're doing acoustic on the guitar cover of that somewhere on YouTube. And it's one of the best cover versions I've ever seen. Okay, let's go back to the 90s. Who else got that? RS, well done. Yeah. Tina, MGMT, Raymond, James. Yeah. Lots of people knowing it. Okay, so back to the 90s. Excuse me being so bunged up. I can't help it. Oh, this is topical, considering the #1 movie right now. Which band had a hit with Barbie Girl? Easy one. I think they've kind of reworked that song for the film, haven't they? I'm sure I saw something recently, or it's got that kind of playing in the background. They've done a version of. So which band had a hit with Barbie Girl? Yeah, too easy, isn't it? Too easy. But who was first? Who was first? Huh? Wow. They all came in at once. I make that Daniel. Yeah. Aqua. I'm a Barbie girl. They were huge that year. That was, ooh, crumbs. It was 97 into 98, wasn't it? When they had that huge album. Wasn't it called Aquarium? I think the album was called Aquarium. I don't know. We were selling bucket loads of it in the Virgin Megastore I was working in. Okay. Interesting question, but I think you'll know this. Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice samples which song by Queen and David Bowie? What's the name of that song and that is sampled? Come on, Andrea. I haven't even seen you answering. Are you not watching anymore? Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice samples which song by Queen and David Bowie? Okay, I see loads of correct answers. Doom, 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 doom. Straight in there was Thomas. Oh, hey, Lainey. Good to see you. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Right. Next question. Well done if you got that. Loads of people got it. Oh, hi, Bumcat. Good to see you. Matthew got it. Flipping L got it. And loads of others. Let me get down to the bottom again. Andrea's asleep. Probably. She's been struggling with sleep with this virus thing. Both of us have been all bunged up and in a lot of pain and headaches, and not much sleep has been had. Okay, so next. Jordan, Jonathan, Joey, Danny, and Donnie were members of which boy band in the 90s? Too easy. It's too easy. Jordan, Jonathan, Joey, Danny, and Donnie were members of which boy band? Oh, fancy abbreviations, hey? NKOTB, if you look at it quickly, just looks like knob. Just saying, just putting it out there. New Kids. Are we going to give it to Bob for New Kids? I think I am. I think yeah. I'll give you that, Bob. Who else? Osmonds. It wasn't the Osmonds. No. Yep. Once Love Treasures with Knob. Kate, Lainey. Ooh, so close. Yeah, New Kids. See, some people bothered to write it all out. Jennifer. Anyway, excellent. I can never unsee that. What knob? Right, should we go back to naughties? No, don't do it. Don't go to the naughties. I've done those ones. Ooh. This is okay. We'll do this one. Which band had a 2002 hit with "She Will Be Loved"? Which band? It may have been their first hit. It was certainly their first big hit, I think. Which band had a 2002 hit with "She Will Be Loved"? No. Has Lainey got a point? What just happened? Yep. Shading. Lainey gets it with Maroon 5. Excellent. Point to Lainey. See, you know stuff, Lainey. You know stuff. Yep. Steve's got it as well. Just after Lainey there. Tina. Mad Cat Shop. Michelle, Once Love Treasures. Darren. Hi, Darren. Yay. Yeah. Okay, sticking in the noughties. Oh, maybe a bit trickier, this one. Who had a 2007 hit with Paper Planes? I think this is a hard question. But if you know it, you know it. Who had a 2007 hit with Paper Planes? I haven't heard much from this artist for a while. Oh, people know it. People know it. You lot are so good at this. Yes, MIA. Flipping L. Straight in there. Is MIA still going? I'm not seeing anything from her in a while. RS got it. Yeah. Neil. Tina. Lots of people. Well done. See, I underestimate you all, don't I? She's still what? Around. Thanks. Okay, one more from the 2000s, and then we will go back to the 90s. Complicated was a 2002 hit for which singer? Complicated was a 2002 hit for which singer? Good song as well. Did I inadvertently make a funny joke? MIA, missing in action, and you said you hadn't heard much about them lately. Yes, yeah, that wasn't intentional. Oh, Neil saw her at Glasgow about 5 years ago, I take it you mean? Right, okay, the question was, Complicated was 2002 hit for which singer? And it was, of course, Avril Lavigne. Bob is back. Nice one, Bob. Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? That's how it goes, isn't it? Something like that, I think. Yeah, well, Andrea's not joining in, clearly. Gone to sleep on me. Oh, I'm pretty sure we had that question card before. I'm going to dig down and find some we've definitely not had. From the 90s. How are we doing for time? Oh, I've not even been on an hour. I feel like we've had that. Okay, let's go with this one. Which No Doubt song opens with, "You and me, we used to be together every day together"? You know this. Spwack? Did you mean to put spwack there, Lainey? Sweet. Lainey, you're having a mare here. What? We used to sing constipated to that. Of course you did. Now, Lainey's answer, Lainey was first, just with spwack. Now, I'm sorry. I can't give it. I can't give it. You did then come back with soik. We're looking for don't speak. So I can't give it because Bob managed to type don't speak. Well done, Bob. We'll give you that. Lee got it. Mad Cat Shop, different version of the song, the remix. Do speak. Don't speak, don't speak, don't speak, don't speak. What a tune. I remember going and buying that day it came out. So into that song. Sorry, this isn't good viewing. Oh, dear. Right, I'm going to ask another question and then go and get a drink. Oh, here's a good question. So we're still in the 90s. Which band had a hit with I Touch Myself? Back in a second. Get your answers in. Which band in the 90s had a hit with I Touch Myself? I remember this being out and thinking, that's quite racy. Has anyone got this? Let's have a look. Oh, I need to come down in the comments. Oh, Lainey's at it again. The divvies. Oh, Darren's at it now. Did vinyls. Okay, I can see what you were both going for, but you weren't quick enough anyway. Is Bob a psychic? He might be. He might well be. Bob is in with divine. Now, is it divinals or divinals? I don't know, but it is the divinals. Doesn't it go, when I think about you, I touch myself? Well, why not? Bob, I think, might be winning at the moment. Michelle, so close. It wasn't In Excess. No, it was. Yep, Kate's got it there as well. There's some wonderful spellings coming on here. The Devinels, that'll do. But the divvies almost deserves a point on its own, as does the did vinyls. All right, finally, we got somewhere near. Yeah. Well, autocorrect changed it to the divvies, did it? My dad would go mad when I'd play that. I was innocent. I didn't know what it meant. Yeah, I think I remember watching it on Top of the Pops and just thinking, how are they getting away with that? That's just really kind of out there. But hey, it's a great song though. It really is. Really catchy tune. Anyway. Oh, interesting question. So we are still in the 90s. Who was the lead singer of Limp Bizkit or Bizkit? Who is the lead singer of Limp Bizkit? Old Red Cap. Wow, that was quick flipping out. Straight in there. Not even a typo. Fred Durst, otherwise known as Fred Durst. Oh, we just got Fred from Steve. We just got Fred, but you were pipped to the post anyway. Flipping out gets the point. Yeah, Fred Durst. I remember would have been 2001. I was briefly I was like a white van man in between jobs before before I had joined the police force. I was a white van man for a while, working for the electricity board. And that was the time when they were huge in this country for a while. And they had a number one with Rolling. And I bought that on single. And it was all over Radio 1. I used to listen to Radio 1 in the van. And if I hear that song now, it takes me to driving around North London in a white van working for the electricity board. Happy times. Happy times. They were actually. I quite enjoyed that job. Yes, so Fred Durst, sorry, miles away. Susan got it as well. Matthew. Lionel Richie. Lead singer of Limp Bizkit? Afraid it wasn't. We've got Fred Dirks from Tina. Fred Durst with an I. I would have given it, but you were too slow. Unfortunately, Fred Crest. Fred. Fedhurst. Fedhurst. Excellent. Okie dokie. Oh, that's it. Oh. I'm going to kind of change the question around and make it a little bit harder, though, I think. What was the name of Alanis Morissette's record-breaking 1995 album? Sold astronomical numbers. What was the name of that album? I remember a housemate of mine, I was an art student at the time, housemate of mine, Steve, bought the album. And we all just was like, wow, what is it? Who is this person? It's amazing. We just kept borrowing it and passing it around. Yeah, listened to that a lot. Yeah, people know this. There we go. Oh, it's Bob again. No, it's not. Oh, I thought it was Bob, but it was Flipping Out. Flipping L. Jagged Little Pill. Oh, no, I wanted the album, Laney. That was one of the tracks on it. That track has grown to really quite annoy me over the years because half the things she's saying it aren't really ironic. Let's not go there. That song annoys me. What's the track? You Ought to Know is epic off that. Trying to think what else was on it. But yeah, that one track alone is amazing. Oh, here we go. Right, fingers ready, because I think a lot of you will know this one. Sorry. What band had a 1992 hit with Jump Around? That's a tune. If you're ever trying to get a party going, you put this on. And even people who don't dance at parties will get up. Am I right? It gets people off their bums. I thought somebody might put Crisscross. No. I think the Crisscross one was just called Jump Jump. Or was it just Jump? I think it was Jump Jump. But most people have got it in there. Who was first though? Oh, we'll put Crisscross as well. House You're Being. Yeah, House of Pain. What a tune that is. I mean, that just still sounds fresh to me today. That song was amazing. In 92, going out in 92, that was played everywhere. It was such a tune. Yeah. Happy times. I was, what was I? I was 18 in 92. Big year. What's Lainey saying? I find her annoying. What, Alanis Morissette? Though I know she's good, unlike... Just because you don't like Lana Del Rey doesn't mean she's not an incredible artist and one of the greatest songwriters active today. That might have been over-egging it a little bit. Okay, well done if you got that House of Pain. I can see why people were going crisscross. It's the right year for crisscross as well. I'm sure that Jump was number one in 92. Right. Back to the noughties. Hi, Jim. What does that say? Would love a video on what reselling was like when you first started. I did kind of touch on that, didn't I, recently? A little bit, but I could sit down and chat about that. What was your process? No smartphones to check prices? No. Was there even a way to check solds on the desktop? That's a good question. I think there was. I don't remember there being a time when there wasn't. That's a really good question. Yeah, that would be a fun video to do. Thanks for the thanks for the idea, Jim. I might give that a go. With videos, I've struggled the last week because I've been ill, but it's also it's just time. It's whether I can sit down and plan a video and think about it. Okay. Oh, this was a great cover version. 2000s. Which band released a cover of Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal in 2001? I bought this cover version. Yeah, I did. Blimey. Who was that band? And are you okay? Such a good version. Oh, people know it. People know it. Bloodhound Gang, good shout, but it wasn't them. It was... Oh, it's Flipping Out. I've not been keeping track, but I think this is a competition between Flipping Out and who is it? Bob. Hey, Jeff. You coming in? You come say hello? Come on in. I think Jeff's going to join us for a question or two. You coming up? Where are you gone? Jeff. Where are you? Come here. Oh, you want to go out? Oh, he wants to go out for a week. Go on then. Right, what were we doing? Alien Ant Farm. Yes. Flipping Out gets the point. Oh, Laney's just being rude now. Just unacceptable. Okay. Oh, there's a good question. I'm gonna have to let the dog in. It doesn't take long. He's probably stood behind the door already. Oh no, it's not. Hello? Jeff, are you done? You done? Come on in. Right, do you want to come up and say hello? No, he's wandered off. You coming? Come on in. He's not bothered. Okay. Which singer had a hit with Foundations and went on to star in the Netflix show Glow? Which singer had a hit with Foundations and went on to star in the Netflix show Glow? Wow, Jim, that was quick. It was indeed the very talented Kate Nash. That song is now playing over and over in my head. That's probably not the tune. But yeah, Kate Nash. Lots of people knowing it. Oh, you guys know your stuff. Oh, look, Lainey got another one right. What's going on here? Excellent. Okay, so we are going to stick with the noughties for this one. Which song contains the line, "Well, you done me, and you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted." I'm trying not to put any of the melody in. Well, you done me, and you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. Which song? Me, rude? I think that was you being rude a minute ago, Lainey. Wow, Bob is he's on fire. It is I'm Yours. I didn't ask for the artist, so that's fine. I can give you the point. It is I'm Yours. I'm sure somebody will provide the artist in a minute anyway. But I can let you know if, yeah, there we go. People are saying it. Jason, apparently it's Jason Mees. I love these typos. Yes, Jason Mraz, I'm Yours. That was a big tune, that wasn't it? Right, so should we go back to the 90s? Oh, what a tune. Oh, what a tune this was. This is another lyric question. So I will ask for both this time. So can you give me the name of the song and the band? So these lyrics come from. So I want the song and the band that sang this song that had these lyrics. Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops ticking. What a tune. What a tune. Jason Mraz from my hometown, says Michelle. Ooh. You'll have to let us know what that town is. Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops ticking. Don't ask me what it means, but it's a cracking tune. Oh, and we have, oh, now. That's interesting. Flipping L went with Bare Naked Lady. That I would have given you that, but 3 days you're a little bit off. You're short because it was Sharon's. Hi Sharon, you've only gone and got a point. Bare Naked Ladies 1 week. So 3 days. Flipping L was that the edit? What was that? Oh, Michelle went for 1 wish. I don't know if that's a typo, but no, we're looking for 1 week. It's been 1 week since something. Yeah, what a tune. Ooh. Okay, let's do another lyric because these are fun. So who got that point? Oh, Sharon. Yep, Sharon's off the mark. So well done if you've got Bare Naked Ladies 1 week. So again, I'm going to want the song and the artist. Watch out for some typos coming here. Which song contains the line, I don't ever want to feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love, take me all the way. Band and song that contains that lyric. Oh, this cough is annoying. So a lot of typing this answer. I don't ever want to feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. The song without the bridge. Nope. Oh, now that's interesting. The song isn't called The Bridge, and we're not looking for no, that's interesting because it is 90s and All Saints did cover it. So I could have given you that potentially, but the song's not called The Bridge. Steve's got the song Under the Bridge, and Sharon's got the whole thing. Under the Bridge, Red Hot Chilies. Now, is that the whole band? Are we fine with that? Yeah, it's fine. Jim just did RHCP. RHCP. And then here come the typos. Red Hot Chili Pepper. That almost deserves a point on its own. Someone else went for the All Saints version. Fair enough, because it does fit the question. Which song and band? Yeah, in the 90s, because their version wasn't it? It was right at the end of the 90s. It would have been probably 97, 98. Might have been 98. They had their cover version, which I didn't really rate their version. But then I'd been into the Chili's. I had the Chili's 90. Was that 92? I feel like it was. I had that on single for years, and All Saints version wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great in my opinion. Oh, now we're talking. If you put a silver spoon on your head for 3 minutes, you will stop coughing. Facts. Moving on. So we are still in the 90s. Glory Box, Sour Times, and Mr. Ons all featured on the album Dummy. From which band? This album is a top 5 album of all time, I would say, for me. Would it be top 5? Certainly top 10. There's a track on it I can't listen to without tearing up. It's that emotional. Yeah. It's just a masterpiece. It truly is. And honestly, whenever I hear a little clip or I hear the band mentioned, I just want to go and listen to the album. I really want to go and listen to the album now. Oh, it's so good. Miles Away, sorry. Oh, Laney's on fire. Porter said. Tina went for Devo there. No, we're looking for Porter said. Porter said, yeah. Honestly, if you haven't experienced the album Dummy, do so. It's just, it stands up so well. It hasn't aged. It sounds amazing today. It doesn't sound like anything else. Beth's singing on it is just hard to describe. And the track that just kills me every time is Roads. Amazing. Okay. Will Smith rapped about which US city on his album Big Willie Style? Oh, we've got facts coming in from Chloe. Red Hot Chili Peppers, it was 91, was that okay? And All Saints was 97. I was close to some facts then. So I asked Will Smith, rapped about which US city on his album Big Willie Style, and it was Miami. And we have lots of people knowing it, but we have Typo Queen flipping L with Muami. Aren't they sweets? Is it Muami sweets? Sounds like a sweet. Mauam, isn't it? But we'll give you that. That's near enough. Look, and followed by Bob. Wow, you two are quick. Oh, Lainey was in there. No points for fourth. Sorry. Did you check the winner on the last question? Did I do a Portishead one? I was too busy saying how amazing they were. I can't even find. I think. Yeah, I gave it to you, didn't I? Did I not? Did I gloss over that? Okay, how do we have time? I'm gonna do a couple more, and then we'll think about wrapping up. I think these a lot of these are so easy though. Oh, talking tunes from the 90s, tunes from the early 90s. Which rock band had a hit with Killing in the Name? There aren't words to describe how good this song is. If you need to amp yourself up. So good. That whole album, I don't think it's ever been matched for that level of intensity and rage. I mean, it's in their name, right? Does what it says on the tin. So good from beginning to end. The whole album. There's not a bad moment on it. So powerful. That's an album I go back to a lot. Anyway, let's see what we have. Did anyone get it? Of course you did. No, hang on. No, it wasn't. Did I just give you a point that you didn't? I'll have to go back and have a look. Jim, I think, was first. Did I take the point off someone else? Rage Against the Machine. Of course it was. Let me go back. What did I do with Portishead then? Did I mess it up? Oh, yeah, I did. Right, take that point off, Lainey. Quick. Give it to Jim before there's a riot. Sorry. My son has loved that song since he was a baby, but not the end bit. Can you imagine little baby singing that? That's not what you need as a parent, is it? That particular line. He won't do what you tell him. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a kind of mantra of mine, I guess, in the way I've chosen to lead my life, not doing what people tell me, trying to do things a bit differently, make it up as I go along. Wasn't that kept off #1 because of X Factor? I think you're getting confused, Thomas. That was pushed back up the charts by a campaign to keep X Factor off Christmas #1. So it made it back to the top of the charts, like in the 2000s at some point, or 2010s, to keep X Factor off. That was the whole point, and they chose that song specifically because of its message. Laney's giving you back the point. It's fine. It's fine. Sorry. Right, let's do one more, and then we'll think about wrapping up. We'll stick with the 90s because they're more fun. The 90s was the best decade. Here's a good question. Another good song. Which song contains the line, "So let it be what it'll be, don't make a fuss and get crazy over you and me"? Ooh, this is the tricky one. Let me give you it again. Which song contains the line, "So let it be what it'll be, don't make a fuss and get crazy over you and me"? I think I bought this as well. Or maybe Andrea bought this. Sharon's in with "A Little Grush." Was it a little grush? And then corrected the typo. The song was just called Crush anyway, so that answer right there gives you the point. Other people are coming in with it. Yeah, isn't it a good song? Steve's got it. Crush. Sandy sells Crush. Tina. Yes. Oh, Thomas in with his facts. Jennifer Page, 1998. Was that 98? Crush. Thrush. Yeah, just why not? So there we go. So if we want to do a little bit of words of wisdom, we can do, and then we can crack on with our Sunday evenings. Hope you enjoyed that. It's a fun little quiz. It's not particularly difficult, but it's a fun one. I don't know where we got this one from. It's just one of those kind of Christmassy gift market ones. Right, so we normally wrap up these with words of wisdom provided by you lot. I know. And try and finish on a positive if we can. So what have we got? Chris says, if the world gives you lemons, pick them up and throw them back. Ask to have strawberries given to you instead. Right? Wisdom. Hannah is in with don't be a knob. Otherwise known as a knob. That's very fitting, going back to the story we were telling earlier. Words of wisdom, don't drink and sing. Well, I'm not sure that in itself. Don't drink and sing if you're performing in front of about 15,000 people. Maybe we could add that caveat on the end. Drinking and singing is generally quite fun, but not if you're being paid as a performer and you can't remember your words. Words of wisdom, test your airbed before you go camping. Guess how my evening's going. Are you camping now? Oh, and your airbed's gone down. That sucks. I'm not reading yours out, Lainey. I'm joking, I'll read it. If you like Lana Del Rey, you need help. Is this funny? Is it? Moving on. Can we also have some 80s next time? I might get some right. You got plenty right. You got loads right. I don't know if we've got a box of 80s ones, but we do see these at yard sales and charity shops, so we'll grab them when we see them. Yes, don't go on stage and perform when you're drunk. Yeah, we've covered that one. Deodorant and common sense are the same. Those that really need it never use it. Interesting. What does that even mean? If you don't like Lana Del Rey renting your life, what? I'm not sure I'm getting that. Oh, rethink. Oh, there we go. If you don't like Lana Del Rey, rethink your life. See, Lainey? Words of wisdom. Clean your teeth. Make sure your breath don't stink. Kathy Burke. Can't argue with that one. Porkies is in with music produces a kind of pleasure which human nature cannot do without. Love that. Isn't that cool? C. Blaney. Don't watch Nick doing a quiz from the 90s and noughties. It makes you feel old. Sorry. I can only apologize. Words of wisdom. Don't have faux outrage against the machine. Right. Oh, interesting. You're excited for Lauren Mayberry's solo song next week. I wasn't aware. That's exciting. I didn't know she was doing solo. Well, I will be looking that up. What's Darren saying? The truth is harder than the pain inside. That's an Erasure lyric. Bless you. Yeah. Very funny. I was in hospital so long. I have lots of this stuff to catch up on. Yeah, it's good to have you back. We need to have another chat again soon. Hannah says, when life is jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten. We all know what that's from. An ego is like an airbed, both easily overinflated, or not in the case of Steve. I like that. Wisdom cannot be rushed. That's great, isn't it? Yeah. Yes. We'll do that soon. Oh, cheeky. Good thing someone can remember some Erasure lyrics. Yes, I know. Very good. Is that going on? Are we all attending the 90% Wilco sales this coming week? I've not been in town much, as you can tell, to know what's been going on with that. Are they all closing down? Because I did hear the rumors that they were in trouble and they were looking for investment or something. And then we've been so busy with being away and having family here and then being ill, not kept up. Are they shutting all the Wilco stores down? That's such a shame. But yeah, if there's a 90% off, I'll go and have a mooch. Have they done that incremental sale thing that Woolworths did then, where they do like all the way from 50% all the way up to 90% on the last day? And Woolworths ended up selling off all of their tills, point of sale, racking, everything. We bought so much stuff because we had a high street store at the time and we were buying their chart wall and all sorts of stuff, ridiculously cheap. Right, let's read a few more. Wisdom teeth shouldn't be pulled, apparently. I've still got mine. That's why I'm so wise. I've been today and they are under administration. They couldn't find a buyer. Oh, God, that's going to leave a big hole in the high street. Another one. And I'm not sure these stores are going to be replaced because the retail landscape has changed, so much. People's habits changed so much in COVID during lockdowns. and the high street's never recovered. Oh dear. Okay. I think we'll wrap there. I'm just going to find one. What tickled my fancy? Let's go with Chris's one. An ego is like an airbed, both easily overinflated or not. In the case of Steve, hope you get that sorted, Steve. Thank you for joining me. I'm sorry I've been a bit bunged up. Sorry Andrea couldn't join us this evening. She's still not very well at all. Hopefully we'll both be back next week, maybe with a haul. I'm not sure what we're doing next weekend, whether we're sourcing or not. I really need to get back on the eBay horse and list lots of stuff. I might have my own little mini listing challenge. But I'm still feeling wiped out from this virus, so it might take me a couple of days to gather some energy. Got to do orders tomorrow. We haven't got masses going out. I may do a picking orders video, see how I feel. But thank you very much for being here. Hope you enjoyed the quiz. We will see you next week, hopefully, for more chat, and we may have 2 of us here. No, that side here. Yeah, there. Anyway, take care. Thanks for all your words of wisdom and all your comments. We'll see you soon. Have a great week. Ta-ra.